Hello, my fellow Americans. Welcome back to DayZ. And this is my American impression, because we all know I'm not American whatsoever. Alright, so we're back. It took a while to get a server, but I finally did. And that's a zombie over there, and I don't want to mess with him. So we're gonna go this way. I think this is a veteran server, if I'm not mistaken. So, not sure if that posts any more threats than it already has, since I don't really see a difference, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so nothing back there. Spawn back in this hangar where we last left off. Empty tin cans. I remember you well. You were like a brother to me, and then you, kind of failed. So I have 12,000 blood, which is kind of weird because I don't remember having 12,000 blood. I actually I thought I actually had, like 10,000 something. Huh. Guess not. Alright, it's a tin can. It's a zombie. Alright, so we're gonna move out of this place today. Going to head somewhere. I'm still not sure if there's one or two airfields. If it is, we're on the coast side one. But I believe there's also another one inland, which is where most of the people go to PvP. So we're in like the second airfield, I guess. Alright, let's see what we got. Got any loot? Oh, got something. I got a bandage. Always take bandages, especially when I have morphine auto injector. How important you can be later on. So we'll just take one, I guess. Heat pack. Not really a problem with heat, so let's head over here. Doesn't look like there's much in the back, if anything at all, which I don't really even think there is. Alright, so let's get over to this place. I can barely walk, man. But yeah, excited for playing the Titanic tomorrow. I haven't played that game in so long. Alright, M9 mag, cannot use. Well, used an M9. What do I have? I have an MP5, nice. Silence, too, so that's actually very epic. I don't know if all of the SMGs are silenced. Guessing they're not. Well, all the MP5s that people find, I must be pretty dang lucky if silenced ones are rare. So we're actually just gonna go over here. I don't know why I get higher FPS when I look this way. Well, I guess it's looking at the coast. This way is looking inland. Alright. Let's get over into this bad boy. This will be the last place we check, then we'll head off. Still don't... I mean... I'll take 12,000 blood, but... honestly, I don't think I had 12,000. I had, what do we have here? Just empty. Empty. Alright, but at least now if we fall, our bones can be morphined. That was a very lucky find. Alright, what do I got here? Empathy sota can. Very nice. And up here we have... what the heck? 100 round. An M240. I don't even know what that is. Would love 100 shots. 100 rounds. That would be kind of epic, but sadly, no can do. Alright, this is not used in our gun. Likely won't find too much more ammo of what I have. MP5 ammo, so what are you gonna do? Alright, so I think that's all that's up here. Not sure if anything spawns outside of that place. Almost certain that it doesn't. We don't have any backup gun, do we? No, we don't even have a hatchet, so this MP5 is pretty much our only resort at this point. Should I head into town or should I just go? Kinda wanna just leave. Maybe, yeah. I guess. Might as well. Let's see what over here has to offer. Can't loot any of these guys, right? No. Some dead army dudes. Empty place. But we, I guess we can check this place. That is if. Well, scratch that, and let's start heading this way, shall we? Yep. Right, so how are we gonna handle this? I know a certain way out is to go like this. Just don't come over here, buddy. Oh crap, I didn't mean to come in here. Just get stuck in there. Just get stuck in there. Fine by me. I won't be mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad, bro. Bro. I'm not even mad. Alright. So, this will put our 90 shots to use. I mean, 90 sounds like a lot, but still. It is, I'm guessing a semi-automatic. It's silenced also, though. But luckily, we don't even have to waste a bullet. Because we lost them all. Should I go back? Dare I go back and check that little place? I don't know. Sometimes there's good stuff in there, but I think I have good enough equipment. So let's check this little place up here. Not sure where our final destination will be, but this is a step in the right direction. So we might as well head into it and see if there's anything that we can find. Hopefully not a person. Alright. I guess one of the positives of having only one gun is not only it's powerful, but if we run into someone and if they ask us for a gun and even look at our pack, we can't be lying because we only have one gun. So, probably won't give it to them anyway, but never know. I've seen backs stabbed in this game. Other stuff. There's no zombies even here. Oh, I remember this place pretty dang well. This is where all these tin cans and nothingness were. So I guess we'll just see what lies in here. And then we'll keep going on with our journey. Alright, so looks like more stuff than last time. I think I saw a hunting knife. Alright, so that's not us. That's not us, bruh. Alright, yes, a hunting knife. Very useful. I guess we can use it on animals. I think that's what you're supposed to use it as. Is this anything? No. Alright, we'll check that on our way out. Let's just make sure there's nothing up here. Ah! would have left this. Oh, would have left some empty tin cans. Would have been fine with me if I left those, but I guess, you know. What are you gonna do now? I already found them. Alright, nothing in there. I always think there's gonna be something in there. And nothing over there. So, just some tin cans on this level. Nothing special at all. Making a lot of noise here. Or do you still make a clanking noise if you're doing this? Nah, you make like a dirt-like noise. Alright. Let's get our butts down here and check what this loot has to offer. Empty whiskey bottle, heat pack, Lee Enfield, road flare. Nah. Alright, I guess we'll take the road flare just to say that we got something from this mess. Heat pack, where does the heat pack go? It goes there. I don't think I'll be needing it though, and probably those spots will be filled up with more useful items, I guess, relatively speaking. Lee Enfield mag would be useful if I had a Lee Enfield, but I don't. I'm actually kind of glad I don't, because at this point I don't even really want a Lee Enfield. I think this gun is pretty much the almost like an opposite of it. I mean, I guess the Lee Enfield would have more range and power, but it's also way more loud. So let's head down the street here. What's up there? I don't know. But I guess we'll just head down the street. So Lee Enfield probably has more power. Not sure if it has more power. Range definitely, and loudness. The MP5 has a bunch of it has a good rate of fire, which could be useful when dealing with a bunch of zombies. 30 round mags, which is very useful, so I don't have to reload too often. And it's silent, so that obviously helps when only dealing with a couple zombies to not get more on you. Which, in case the Lee Enfield will probably attract more zombies than you kill. If you're like in a city or something. Not sure about the damage aspect, but definitely range probably has to go with Lee Enfield, and then power, I'm not sure which gun. But why am I even talking about that? Because I haven't even found a Lee Enfield. But I'm just saying, if I come across one, nope, sticking with this one. I definitely take a semi-decent or even really any pistol at this point. Even a Makarov would be suitable. I think an M1911 does more damage, but it's also pretty loud, so could go either way. Well, probably would. I'd definitely take actually either one if I came across it, but we'd have to be extremely lucky. Those zombies I saw in there? No. They don't spawn unless they're in towns and or villages, or sometimes even if there's even little like a little kiosk or something, they'll spawn. Probably one or two. I guess they just spawn around buildings in general. But let's see, only 53 zombies. There's definitely more people when I entered this server. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I could just run. I mean, it's not that... It doesn't even go that much faster, so might as well just do this. In case we do attract any zombies, to be less likely to be attracted. And that made no sense, mate. So, this is my semi-American accent. So, heading over the hill here. Looks like we're heading up to a town. Which we took up a lesson. Hey! Pretty American, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Definitely. Alright, so what we got up here? A zombie, of course. Let's see what our nice sights. Obviously, since the gun is longer, it's going to be very hard to shoot. It's obviously not for range, because if it were, you'd be more zoomed in on the scope. So that would be very hard to hit this guy. I'm not even sure if I could hit this guy before the bullet would disappear or something. Alright, so let's make our way around him and not towards him, because that would ultimately be semi-foolish. So let's head to a good vantage point, which might be on top of this hill here. Do I have binoculars? No, that was my last run where I died. Oh wait, which one? I'm not sure. I've had so many. Oh crap, I have multiple zombies on me. Well, time to test it out. Alright, so he's dead. Took enough bullets to kill. Not sure if that was just missing on my part or just the gun itself that doesn't do that much damage, but I still gotta love this gun. I mean, come on. Yeah, the blood is kind of glitching out. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure. I still have 11,000. Which is all I care about. So let's... after dealing with that, let's get down. Alright, maybe not that. Let's just zoom. Let's see what we have here. Never came across this or even seen this in videos, actually. Pretty interesting. Just looks like a power plant. Not sure if it holds anything. A little overhang over there might hold some stuff. That guy spawned on the roof. Always welcome. Let's peacefully go around and see what we're... Oh, there we go. Now we can aim better. And I could just pick that guy right off, but I won't. See, it looked like he was right there, but he's not. Alright. Actually, what are we dealing with there? Doesn't look like much, if anything, to be honest. So, can we go in that shack? Doesn't look like it. We'll definitely check it out if we could. But I don't think we can. So let's head up here where we have a little house. Might be a village. Can't tell at the moment. Alright? Alright. Let's head in quietly because we don't want any zombies, mate. Don't want them to be interfering with our trek, if you will. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Always like to inspect the area before I go in. So that looks like maybe a varnished shed? Can't tell if we can go in it or not. Might be able to, but let's go find out. And that's the only way to do that, is to go through the front gates, charge in all manly like, and go in. Alright, so let's see. If anything, we'll have the satisfaction of doing something and heading in and stuff. Might be some zombies around. Still not sure. Let's check. Alright, so I definitely hear one, but it sounds like he's a little ways away. So looks like we can go in that. Also sounds like the zombie is either close to there or in it. Here we go. There's definitely one in there. I think. Is that... Alright. Oh. Might as well. What are we gonna lose? Actually, we could lose a lot. There's a hatchet. Might be worth it. Can you get some light in there? Alright. Ooh. Actually have very good assortment of stuff here.